What's going on, guys? Mackdaddy here. Time for a toolbox tour. Obviously, the top drawer is going to be all of my sockets, ratchets, and torque wrenches. And this little truck here was actually made by a really good buddy of mine, and my daughter gave me the alligator squishy. He is the protector of my tools. And it's also kind of a throwback to Lake Placid. But yeah, we've got the Westling machine socket trays in here because obviously depth of the top drawer is limited, so I can't really use anything too thick to organize these. All of my impact sockets are Expert brand except for these I believe are Nico. And then I've got the gear wrench bolt biters over here. And as far as all my ratchets and wrenches, I've got quite the variety here, but I've also got the Olsa extendable half-inch breaker bar, the Olsa 5-inch flex head stubby 3/8 ratchet, which has been a lifesaver on this engine swap I'm working on. Both of these are Tech Angle torque wrenches. And then the next drawer down here is all of our wrenches. I'm getting ready to get some Olsa stubby ratchet wrenches, so I'm going to need to redo my wrench organization here before too long. But also, again, with Olsa, I've got the slim profile wrenches 6 to 19, and I've also got the 6 to 19 extractor wrenches. These things are amazing for running the overheads, especially because they don't slip on the rockers, which keeps my knuckles nice and blood free. Obviously, I've got my brake adjuster tool. Found this on the last engine swap, so if anybody knows who that is or whose that is and belongs to, holler at me. And then moving on, scrapers, bit set, stud extractor, extractors, scrapers, all that fun stuff. Some more bits, my tap sockets. And then moving over here, we've got all my ladyfoot bars, all my screwdrivers, my hose picks, pry bars, scrapers, seal pullers, picks, all that fun stuff. And then over here, it's a miscellaneous drawer, thread restoration kit, all my zip ties. And then more miscellaneous stuff, picks here with magnetic ends, miscellaneous fittings that I may need, cutoff wheel for my Milwaukee right angle grinder. Moving over to the middle drawer, the socket. This is for when I do heat and AC. This relay tester is freaking awesome. It is, who is this? I believe this is Lyle. And then all of my longer extensions that I can't put in the other drawer. And then we've got more sockets and extractors. These are kick-ass. These are the Walton tap extractors. So when you break a tap off in a hole, those are what's going to extract them out. And then moving on to the next drawer down, hammers, punches, leather gloves. And then pliers. I really don't like my plier drawer layout, but it's what I can work with right now because of the drawer depth. My power tool drawer. Everything laid out the way I need it and want it. And then clean care items, chains, lube all. I got free all back there. Paint, other lubricants, soap for making soapy water, brake clean, battery cleaner, chains for lifting and pulling and all that. And then We've got more stuff down here, tub of towels for both the box and the stainless top. This is a ratcheting serpentine belt tool. That underhood light is freaking amazing, being that it folds and fits in here. And then a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff. My grinding pads, my buffing pads, brass fittings, fuel system seals, miscellaneous O-rings, brushes, spare parts. So, and then I've got all of this stuff in here that I really don't like being crammed into this computer cart. And then all of my magnetic trays, lights, and all that stuff is going to be over here. And then can't forget the trusty dusty old tool cart with the Olsa Tools socket rail, magnetic socket rail, and the magnetic screwdriver organizer. This thing comes in clutch every single day. I love this organizer for keeping everything organized, so when I'm working on something, I can look, grab what I need, move on. Well, I guess there's studs and other clean care items over here, miscellaneous spacers, sensors, screws, circuit breaker style fuses, nuts, seals, all that fun stuff. So that's the tour of Mac Daddy's work area. Hope you enjoyed.